Alrighty. Hey there, nerds. I'm just gonna tell you guys right now, Aether Raid's going a little bit better, at least for the Surtr Squad, in regards to defense. And I'm just going to tell you right now, it's gonna be disgusting, okay? But also, I'm thinking about what the next thematic team is going to be. I'm thinking either a Niffle royal family, or perhaps, a team full of Olivers. That's just something I want to try and do. Pure beauty, as I call it. But reminder to those who are trying to find it, if you really are, you have a week to do so. Unfortunately, my Aether tier is not that great because I had to take a few days off of this game and just, deal with real-life things. But let's go into replays. Let's talk about Lightning's replay here, which honestly is my favorite just because of how broken this really highlights this kind of schematic when it comes to a team. As you can see, I changed my layout. I'm on a different terrain. But the one thing that people keep asking me about is, how do you make a good defense team? Well, having a good team is one portion of it. The other portion is to make sure that you have a bunch of crap that you can just put around and make sure you encase your team. In this sense, at least, I'm trying to force the team to meet Surtr's in the right side, along with the health kit and everything like that, the health tower right there. And you can do this via things like, of course, the fortress or the newer decoration pieces, the flower bed, the street lamp, the Fae statue. The idea is you want to make sure your enemy's team is forced to use their attacks on those things. Otherwise, it's just kind of, you want to make them work their way to it, waste their turns in a sense. And that's something you're going to be seeing a lot in Aether Raids from here on out, is just wasting the 7-turn limit, which I think needs to be adjusted. But Lightning has a fairly decent team. Most of them have really, there's the typical Veronica, who is only doing 5 damage here. That's mostly because she doesn't have an A slot. I'm not sure why. Everyone else has a pretty big build here. But Ike here comes in and attacks, and this is probably the big point where Lightning realizes there was a big mistake here. A big mistake, because you're going to see that turn roll around, and he has no one to pull him out. And this is just going to be... oh god, well, and it's from this point on that you're going to see that Lightning starts to pull a retreat and considers other options. Now, turn rolls around, Ike takes 60 damage, 60 damage, Fjorm dies, terrible, terrible death, and then Ike comes in and gets killed as well. Due to the debuffs that have come from that, Ike was actually able to take damage, whereas as opposed to before, he was not. So the one thing you're going to notice is that Veronica's going to peace out at this point. She'll show up again a little bit later to try and aid Ephraim, hopefully to recover from this battle, but unfortunately, it just doesn't go. It just doesn't happen, and that kind of sucks. And as you can see, Veronica's also going to come in, do 5 damage again. She tried, she really did. And then, well, Ephraim's going to take, I believe, 40 damage. Yep, and Veronica takes 20. Ephraim, unfortunately, bites it.
Father.
Oh, God. And at this point, Veronica's just like, okay, nah, this is not happening. I'm out of here. And starts to... I think at this point, Lightning was just like, okay, I'm just going to try and kill a Surtr. I just need to kill one. So, of course, that is what they aim to do. And they do a pretty competent job at that, honestly. They're not doing bad. They recognize the Surtr that was probably causing the most problems there. Unfortunately for this is that I do have a Surtr that's set up to be kind of like an HP battery in a way, to give other Surtrs a little bit of a boost. And this is where it all ends, because the 7-turn limit comes in, my Surtrs don't do anything, and, well, that's the end of the replay. Lightning, if you're watching this, and that is you, thank you for being a part of this experiment. I really did have fun. You did try. I'm really sorry that you ran into this team. Hopefully next theme team will actually be something not so disgusting and broken, honestly. That's just one replay, though. There's another one here that I really enjoyed. The other two, unfortunately, are 2 players who had not fully built teams, so I don't really feel great showing those off, because, admittedly, it's not so much fun to see that. However, Dark here does have a team. They're built really well. Some very odd choices, at least when it comes to certain skills, at least for me. But hey, I'm not going to knock it. It seems to be pretty good. They do have a Grima. They also have both Murs, both Halloween and normal as well. And then we also happen to have Azura. Now, I noticed that Mur actually has guidance here. That's pretty clever. That's a really good use of that seal there, because she can just drop the armors in wherever she feels necessary. But this battle, at least from how I can tell, does go a lot better than Lightning's in at least defeating some Surtrs, so that just tells you that, you know, namely, Halloween Myr can really counter Surtr really, really well, because when he steps in there, she takes no damage, and she deals 33 back. And you're going to be seeing Surtrs take a lot of damage here. Also, props to those who asked me to put on some accessories. I chose the most girly ones that were acceptable. I was going to give him glasses, you know, from Nina, but I just didn't feel like they were good. Like, they didn't really fit him too well. He just kind of looks like an angry dad who doesn't understand what the newspaper is telling him today. So, therefore, we're kind of just having to work with what we got. However, that Myr, god damn, that Halloween Myr is dangerous. The one thing I don't really understand from this battle is why Child Zura, little young Zura, is, or small Zura as we like to call it, is on the side making, you know, taking pop shots at this. It's very, very odd. I don't even know. Oh, that was unfortunate, by the way. Okay, she does have Sing, so I was just making sure of that. But very odd choice to move the dancer over there, or singer in this case, because if they had actually kept around and probably stuck with the Myr, we probably would have been fine. Or at least they probably would have been fine. Unfortunately for Grima, he's going to take a solid 40 damage from that hit and be dead this round. Which kind of sucks, honestly. You'll also notice that in these early maps, I actually had the healing thing on the wrong side. I'm not sure how I did that, but oh well. I mean, it's not like it really matters because it's the Surtr Squad at this point. Now, unfortunate for Myr, she bites it here. Oh, I never knew that she had that line. Now I'm really sad. God damn it. But Myr's gonna come in and actually murder. Get it? Surtr murder. The Surtr that did that killed the Myr, murdered the Myr, so we'll murder the Surtr. God, that what is my mind right now? But that Myr is unfortunately murdered as well. And well, at this point, it's another sort of session where, well, I guess we'll try and kill a Surtr, see how that goes. That Surtr survives by 1 health. And that is the end of the turn in some way, at least, or at least the end of what's going to happen here. Because, of course, that Surtr up there can't be targeted. Should have really gone after the healing thing there. But I really can't fault him. And, well, that is my defensive wins, guys. A lot of you were asking me how it was going. It's going a lot better now that I've actually changed up the setup there. So thank you to Lightning, Dark, Garland, and Hibari for participating in this. Next time, I hope if you run into my teams, you can conquer them. Next theme team will hopefully be easier to handle. But that is everything, guys. Insanity, don't you think? Oh, boy. And that, my friends, is how you are cancerous in this whole game mode. God. I think they need to adjust a few things, namely stamina and maybe, you know, just the whole Aether keep having a load of crap everywhere that just makes it hard to use the 7-turn limit, but I don't know. What did you guys think of that, huh? All of those replays? Also, choose the next theme team if you can. Pure Beauty or Niffle Royalty. I would love to hear it. For now, nerds, I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching.